Hi, my friends. This is Kat from TheKatFaye. Today we're going to challenge ourselves and delve for 15 minutes, and we'll see how much currency we'll get from the farming. As you can see, I have about 1062 sulfite right now, level 90 with 73% experience, and literally nothing in my stash. So we'll see after the 15 minutes what we'll end up with. So, just a quick disclaimer though, I'm by no means any expert in farming in the mine. This is the pace that I play at, so you can kind of see how my build reacts to it. It has a really fast clearing speed with the fireball just kind of chasing them. Sometimes I don't even have to hit them myself with incinerate. And I kind of pick up things at my own pace. Sometimes I feel like picking them up, even as small as a scroll wisdom. But most of the time, I just have a filter on and I ignore them. And my filter is not insanely strict. It's actually one of the uh, semi-strict ones. So I think it's one above the almost no filter strictness. All right, there's a chisel there. And let me speed this up. And we're not running in a pace of where I'm only targeting the sulfite nodes on the in the Azure Mine map, I guess. So we just kind of keep going down to whatever the next node is. I think I'm at depth 120-ish. Probably not as deep as I should be at given at this level, but like I said, we play kind of slow. We don't have a lot of time to play, to be quite honest. And here, I guess I'll share a few tips that I have when running the mine. You can always kind of wander off where you're near the cart as long as you have 75% on the darkness resistance. I think that's the most important thing. Um, is the darkness resistance. So I kind of make sure I always upgrade that one. And the next thing is light radius. Right now you see that it's a bit brighter than earlier because during my first run it was actually pretty dark. And I actually kind of went out of mine and cheated a little bit to upgrade the light radius so you guys can see. And as long as those are at 75% and I think 100% for a light radius, you're pretty much good to go to kind of wander off for a little bit while the cart is running. Sometimes you even see the walls while you're walking with the cart. And before your mine runs, make sure you just have a couple of those flares and dynamite stock up before you go. So if you see a wall, then sometimes you can exit and come back to find the same wall on the same node. So just make sure you got a couple of those, and they might come in handy. And another thing that I've noticed is that when you run in the map, um, those kind of dead end nodes, you almost guarantee to have walls in those runs. So not not the ones that there's no route going to those. I have no idea how to get to those. So I think I read an article somewhere on there's like a trick to get to those. If I see it, I will post it here. Or if you guys have any tips or tricks, please comment below and let me know. So oh yeah, back to walls. So if you're just starting and kind of dying to hit your first wall, I would say go to at least depth 15. Starting then, you'll have ability to kind of walk to the walls more comfortably. And like I said, for those nodes that have a dead end, most likely within one of the fork roads there, you can run into a wall so you can get your first challenge done. Another trick that I've noticed that sometimes I use and other people use is to use phasing versus what you see in the video right now. I use flame dash, but when you do phasing and go off road to find the hidden treasure chests or the walls, while you phase the monsters in en route can't see you, so you won't get kind of cornered in like I did, and you just have an easier time navigating in the darkness. And of course, through phasing, you will have a higher movement speed, so that's always useful when you're running in the dark, delving. Another important thing to note about the Azure mine is that maybe some people just not they don't like the idea. I'm not sure if there's anybody, but if you don't want to run it, you might not be able to find some of the crafting recipes. I know a lot of the I think two color gems, three color gems. I think even the four ones and all the linked 4 link, 5 link. Never seen the 6 link yet, but most of them are actually the recipes are actually located inside the Azure mine runs. I think I found the 5 sockets or 5 link in one of the higher level, at least level 50. Those 3 stem mushroom looking things. I think they're the sulfite runs. It's like a 3 stem sulfite node. Um, yeah, so if you're not a fan of it, and but do one recipe, I strongly encourage you to at least run through some so you can collect those recipe. Or you can always go to I think channel 820 and give a shout out to the community, and I'm sure someone will kind of invite you in when you need it. All right. After some organizing and checking up on the pricing of the unique items I got, seems like the fossils each is worth about 4 chaos each, one of them 5 chaos. I'm lowballing a little bit here, but let's be realistic. And some of the gems are worth 1 to 2 chaos. And as you can see, I got one Val orb, one fusing, some of the other ones. Then I think in the total I have something about 22 chaos worth of items and about 700 plus sulfite and 10% of experience gain in 15 minutes of delve run. So there we are.